Yep. Supposed to, yeah. Yeah, SoA is getting in the room now. Thank you. Okay, we're starting to get boat picks now. So
Okay.
over on the Crimson Dragon side, we've got Vamp 2, Gdansk, C52, Godzini in the Brisbane, Des Moines Defense, Ohio, Preußen, and the last boat that they've yet to pick is going to be a Napoli.
Welcome, everybody.
SoA side, Holland, Z52, Vamp 2, Defense, Brisbane, Venezia, Minotaur, Preußen, and their other battleship is a Loria.
Welcome to SoA versus CRD. I got GK Racer with me, Giga Chad commentator. He's gonna be helping me commentate while I do some of the behind the scenes work. Game 1, you heard Mr. Forehand himself give you the ship picks. So we're on board with SoA, Kaiser, Zahn, and then for CRD, we have Seriox playing the Gdansk. So good luck to both teams. Let me know, obviously there's a delay, but chat, let me know if the audio is good. CRD's okay.
So it definitely looks like, at least at the moment, over on that A side, one of those cruisers is going to play out wide, and it looks like they're immediately going for a cruiser swap of the cruiser in B and the cruiser at A, going to do an immediate cruiser swap there. Seriox here is going to play middle, popping the engine boost early to get himself in here as quickly as possible. He's running 5-3 conceal, so he does not have mortar on this build, so he's definitely going to need help with a lot of other destroyers, because this boat, especially for comp nowadays, it just serves as a utility platform. A lot of the damage with this boat is generally not going to be coming from the Gdansk itself. It's going to be coming through the spotting of the Gdansk and whatever whatever influence it can have on the battle. So, got the Z52 over from A coming in towards middle as well. I wonder if they're just going to play just for the inner side here, and it's just that cruiser out on A is just going to try to defend and just hold off as long as it can.
Yeah, I agree with you. Move closer to my screen. So,
and the play from SoA
yeah.
seems to be they might be sending a cruiser right into A. They've got that cruiser up at B4 right now and making a really hard charge onto that island there. The DD is also screening for him. They get an early spot on the Z52. It might be a radar. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, I like this Brisbane So yeah, so SOA, quick recap. It looks like they are playing it safe in B, kind of just backing up into there. They have that cruiser support on the right side of A Island, kind of helping him out. And then we have a cruiser and a DD going wide A. So there's a DD spotted for CRD.
So Sariox here just biding his time, trying not to bite off more than he can chew. It doesn't even look like they're really playing for B or A at the moment. They're kind of just stalling here in the middle. So, and you still got Vampire 2 gets spotted over out on the flank. I believe that's from just straight up Holland spotting. Doesn't even look like Holland radar on that man. Holland's gonna radar for the Vamp 2. So Crimson Dragon's Vamp 2 over on D is spotted currently. 13 kilometers away from the Brisbane. I doubt this Brisbane's even going to take a shot at that. Yeah, it's not going to. Not worth the risk. Vamp 2 does take a little bit of damage. Loses about 3,000 health. Gdansk here in the middle, taking the opportunity to radar the enemy Vamp 2, excuse me, in the B cap.
Yeah, Vampire is getting chipped away at there. Knowing this high-level gameplay, they probably are running that Giga Chad zombie vampire build.
Yeah, definitely 11 pens and only 4.8k damage on that guy. That's definitely a zombie build. So
microphone has some problems. Give me one sec.
Brisbane's starting to farm out that Ohio, just putting him on fires, just making him utilize his DCs and such. This Brisbane needs to be really careful because on this island that he's at, if a battleship ever is able to get out to that wide flank, almost where that Vamp 2 is spotted, Vamp 2 is just going completely balls to the wall in on this Holland, looks like. Yeah, he's just absolutely beating up this Holland. Holy cow. He's just going in here and no one from SoA is really supporting him that hard. And down he goes. Down goes the Holland, and the Vamp 2 basically took almost no damage to get it off as well. So they're definitely going to have a huge spotting advantage, which is going to put this Brisbane in a really rough spot in this situation. It's going to be really hard for him to back up because there's a cruiser here in the middle, which I believe was a defense with massive guns that's just going to be able to sit out here and just chill and hit these guys really hard if that Brisbane were to back up. If he goes forward, he's going to have to go forward into an Ohio, so he's in a really rough spot now. And it looks like the Z52 from Crimson Dragons is going to make his way into A now. Minotaur radar does go out from train leader. He is going to pick up both of these DDs and all the cruisers over here at A. So they're going to have spotting on all these guys here. But I don't know how much they're really going to be able to take advantage of it because it looks like they're all in pretty safe spots. And it looks like the Vamp 2 from SoA that's in the B cap right now is electing to shoot the Z52 rather than shoot Sariox here. Oh, but he's backing up right in front of this minnow flat broadside. I don't know why exactly he's doing this. Oh, he's trying to get the radar on the Vamp 2. Gets the radar on him.
Testing.
Gonna take a few shots.
Can you hear me? GK?
Yep.
Okay. Chat, let me know if my mic issues are better now. Testing.
Yeah, Sariox eats 12,000 damage for that.
Testing.
I don't really know what exactly he was trying to do there because, I mean, even if he gets the radar on the Vamp 2, he's not going to do a lot of damage, as he didn't, and he got hit way harder than he really needed to against that Minotaur, so I don't really understand that play. But the Z is just going to counter Hydro the Minnow up there. They're just going to be locked in a Hydro war, and the Z is just going to bury himself on that island, try not to get shot by anyone. Minotaur backing off. Yeah, these cruisers over here at A, I mean, they've got 3 cruisers here. One of them's a defense that is going to be able to punish any of these light cruisers should they get in a weird spot. Vamp 2 from SoA goes back onto B. They need to start getting points taken. It looks like A is probably going to be taken by Crimson Dragons because that Z, and it looks like B, there's a decent chance they could get reset here and there, and the defense goes down for SoA over at A. So yeah, now A is definitely going to fall for SoA, and they have no spotting over on the CD side, so this is looking really bad really quick here for SoA. Vamp 2 playing it safe on B, trying not to get reset. He was just popped out of the cap just a second there, and he reverses back onto it. And looking at the Brisbane over here for SoA, he's in a really, really good spot. He gets radared by Gdansk. Gdansk is using that radar to try to take out this Vamp 2. I don't think he's going to be able to. He needs to get shots from something else, and the defense is too far backed up to really help him. Yeah, defense is too far away, so he misses that shot. And now Sariox is counter-radared in return. That Minotaur over on A is going to take a lot of shots at him, but at that kind of range should be relatively easy dodges. Yep, and Sariox goes dark, and with the minnow shots in the air, it looks like he's going to take no damage for it. So, able to get the resets on B, able to push out that Vamp 2. He's now out of smokes and out of radars. So, at this point, he's just mostly going to be more of a torque threat than anything else. And it's just, you have to try to... You have to really.
How's
really
audio now, guys?
Gdansk at this point, when it comes to as a team play.
Is it better now?
Really play around it, and I don't really know why he would have radared
Mic
that
fix.
when he knows that his defense isn't really in a good spot to be able to support him there. So, but even though over on the CD side, SoA is getting no spotting because they lost their DD early. Actually, they may have. Let me go look at the map. They may have repositioned a DD to go help them. No, the enemy DD is still over, or the SoA DD is still over.
Oh, Vampire.
And 2 is going to go in and try to take the Z52's life. Gets hit by defense. Sariox is also shooting him. He's going to take out the Z52 for sure. Yes, he does.
Vampire popping a smoke. Might get away with that zombie heal, or just zombie build. Looks like he's getting radared.
More shells coming in.
He is radared. He is radared, so he is going to get spotted. Des Moines might take him out here.
Doesn't look like he's healing off of anyone yet, but he's trying to run up and just run into this island and be able to heal off of that from that island. He's down to,
do you guys still hear
like,
game
a
audio?
sliver of health. Need a few more shots to connect on him in order to bring him down, though. And I believe he's now in a range to start healing.
And then let me know if the music is too loud in the background.
As long as the Des Moines stays spotted over at A. And Kaiser's on just chilling here with all of his radars.
Yeah, he needs to...
Almost 4 minutes of the game left. He needs to get aggressive with the minnow here and potentially gank A, especially with the fact that there's not really any battleships that can really shoot into B right now. That battleship over at A7 might be able to, but he might just be too far away in order to really influence that. They need to go out here and try to get this defense and the Gdansk, and they need to make that play right about now.
I agree. He needs to definitely, especially their downer cruiser, he needs to get in B. Oh, there is a defense there, but I mean, he is running a 9.9 conceal, so he can definitely grab B. But then again, we don't know what's going on, you know, in the background.
And I do think Train Leader is, I believe he's running a Hot Rod build, I believe. At least if it's the same build that he has been running previously in previous tournaments, because I remember him running that on his Plymouth and Winter Cup. So he could still be running that build. or he could have upgraded, in my opinion, to a Cheshire build or something. But with a 9/9 conceal, it's definitely a cruiser commander of some sort, a true dedicated cruiser commander. The DD gets spotted over at A, and he is right next to that battleship and cruiser over there. Like, over that A side is just gonna be an absolute just brawl fest between the DD battleship and then the 2 cruisers and battleship from CRD backing him up.
Oh, I see
Those
what
torps
you mean
shouldn't
now.
have range on the minnow.
So yeah, obviously SoA doesn't know this, but if that Brisbane were to push up, he would have this Gdansk in radar.
Yeah, but now he's getting line torp from behind. He's not gonna take any of those, but this is at the point that they're down too many points, they're down too many ships. They have to do something. They can't just sit here and do nothing. There's 2 minutes left.
If that Brisbane obviously doesn't know, but yeah, he can just put. Oh, there goes the radar. But I mean, he's radaring from a. Or actually, yeah, he was radaring from a position.
To try to get this. He's radaring to try to get this Vamp 2 and the Napoli, but the Vamp 2 is right behind an island, and this Napoli is just right behind him, and Napoli does overmatch him. He's getting shot from defense from the front. He's going to get shot by Napoli from the rear here. He managed to not take a lot of damage for that. Nice angling. Just trying to get some shots into
everybody
the Napoli.
In chat?
I don't know why he
Hope you guys are having a good day.
If he does pen him at that angle and at that range.
This is game 1.
Maybe he's just trying to go for fires, though.
SoA.
Defense still shooting HE into his bow.
Versus CRD.
Napoli hits him for a little bit there.
Thank you all for tuning in.
Down goes the Z52. So that Vamp 2 over at A is their only DD left, and last time we saw him, he had less than 1,000 health. So he might have healed up off of something, but we'll have to just see, I guess. But yeah, we're down to less than a minute left. They're trying to solo out this defense, but defense is just gonna have, it just has so much survivability that you have to try to engage it, at least with a minnow and a Brisbane, not just a Brisbane itself. And that minnow is just still stuck there on that island. Vamp 2 is going to go into bead and try to start contesting it. Brisbane gets hit really hard taking this fight, and he's just stuck here. He's stuck in a face battle with this defense, and he's also getting farmed from the right. Vamp 2 was able to heal up a lot, and he's now taking the open water fight against the defense. But I'm afraid this is just too little too late from SoA's part. Gdansk is just going to try to bury himself against this island here and just hope that that minnow doesn't radar. It's less than 10 seconds left, so it's not going to matter anyway. Yeah, this first game is absolutely going to go to CRD. Yeah. Down goes to Brisbane at the last second as well.
CRD, absolute domination. So, looks like SoA just could not get in a rhythm there to get something going.
Just an absolute inability and fear of pushing. You have to try to do something in an engagement like that. You're already down on spotting, you're down on caps, you're down on points, you're down on ships. You have to try to pull out some really gangsta stuff, and they just didn't make the plays to do it. I'm not saying that they would have won by doing it, but it's the best chance that they had. So, but we'll see. Going into second game here, we're going to go to Sea of Fortune for game 2. So, little shakeup of what boats they're going to potentially run and everything. And for all the people that are questioning, oh, why aren't they running like Howden, for example? Just looking at the match bans real quick for this match, it's Howden is banned for both sides, and SoA is not able to run Gdansk, and Crimson Dragons is not able to run Venezia. So those are the bans for this particular game. So
yep, thank you for that. So you never know, they could make some adjustments here, and yeah, they could make some adjustments and kind of, you know, who knows, maybe I would really like to see them win this game too. And keep in mind, everyone, this is best of 5, no longer best of 3. So there are 5 games. Here's the ship picks coming in.
to Daring, Worcester, Des Moines, Brisbane, Ohio, BA Monty Preußen, Z52 for Crimson Dragons, Z52 Holland, Vamp, Venezia, Brisbane Defense, Preußen, Louisiana, and I didn't see the last battleship for SoA. So, looking at this, a little bit more battleship heavy, not running 2 battleships, running 3 for each team. And the Louisiana pick for SoA is going to mean that they are only able to run 2 radars, since they can't run a Howden, so they're able to run 2 radars, and their 2 radars are going to be the Brisbane and the Holland. And
yeah, so 3v3. This is the first time we've seen this map, this tournament, so let the girth games begin.
so we did see that Sario is running 16-4 smart on his Daring, so a lot more of a farming build there, and gonna be able to contest caps really hard. And it's just Daring is just gonna be a really good ship, especially with the fact that it looks like he's going to be paired with another destroyer over at A. They're gonna leave C to be 1 destroyer over there, and they're gonna overload A with 2 cruisers. Potentially 2 battleships and 2 DDs, so it's going to be a 6v3 potentially on A, depending on how SoA decides to go with their ships. And it looks like SoA is doing a battleship swap. Battleship leaving A and going over towards the CD side, and battleship from D leaving D and going towards A. I don't necessarily know how I feel about that. It might be that they're moving the Louisiana around to go somewhere else. I'm not sure how I feel about a battleship swap on this map, especially because if it gets spotted out early, that battleship in B from Crimson Dragons can lob that and potentially do a massive number on that enemy battleship. But if they're willing to take that trade to get them into a decent spot, then that's what it's going to take.
Yeah, I agree.
Both legendary Daring class destroyers of Vamp 2 and Daring from CRD over at A. So it looks like they're
gonna double team
I believe it was a Holland.
They're gonna.
I believe Holland is what it was over at C. So I think that's what we should see here. Some torps already on the Hydra from the Daring.
There's a lot. So it looks like basically CRD is all balls deep into A, and then SoA is balls deep into C. So.
That Vamp 2 is in a really good spot. He's just absolutely just gonna be on that island, just be an absolute truck, and just not be able to get removed over there. There's a smoke screen being deployed over just south of A by SoA. It looks like that's from their cruiser over there, so that's probably their defense. I'd have to imagine. So A is contested now. Vamp 2 has just activated his sonar, so nothing within 4-4 of him. The Vamp 2 was forced to get out of the cap. He is spotted. He is getting dropped by Louisiana. So it looks like potentially a radar went out from them onto A, and we do have the luxury of having the SoA perspective over on the other side of the map over at C.
Yeah, they are just stacked on C. Completely stacked, and then
Z52 is the only DD over here at A, so they are really. He's the one that's been hydraing this Vamp 2. The Vamp 2 did get hit pretty hard.
Getting shot at.
But Z52 has 6 boats over here to contend with, potentially, if that battleship in the middle has shots on him, but it looks like literally everyone else does.
Yeah, Z52 is just getting his boogers waxed. He needs to get out of there. Holy shit, look at the amount of shells going at that Z52. Oh, down goes Vampire. Are they gonna potentially... Okay, so
Vamp 2 is gonna go down. Z does not go down. That means that this Daring is the last boat over here at A. That is massive, because that means that Vamp 2 cannot just be the island final boss over at A, and this Daring will probably lose a just straight DD versus DD engagement without the help of the Worcester radar behind him here. So he's gonna have to play it a little bit smart and just wait for this Worcester radar to come back, which it does come back very quickly. Gutzini goes down over at C to the Loria.
Down goes...
So CRD in an immediate disadvantage here. They're gonna have to really bring this game back.
This is what we like to see. So it looks like SoA made some adjustments.
Royston gets hit really hard by the battleship over at A, but I mean, yeah, I just fear that CRD is gonna have to get aggressive, and they're gonna have to really throw their weight around here. And SoA is a good team. We saw last
what is
game,
up, everybody in
they
chat?
like to play passive. They like
You guys
to
are
play in
having a good
spot where
Sunday.
You don't have to do anything, and you just kill
Game 2.
yourself onto their position. So, with keeping that in mind, this is probably favoring to be a really, really strong position for SoA to sit in. They were able to get 2 kills early, and now they can just sit back and just watch as the world will burn around them. But A looks like, at the moment, it's being capped. That torp might hit. Sario, he's going to go forward, potentially take this torp on this bow. Able to just barely dodge and stay in the cap. So beautiful dodge, beautiful work from Sario there. Or Sario, because I don't know how it's pronounced. I'm sure I'm going to hear like a million times later.
Okay, so it looks like is he buffer? Okay, he's back now.
He is going to secure that cap at A. Over at C, it is on. Oh yeah, Sariox's stream I think just. Oh, it just buffered pretty bad there.
Yeah, it's coming back though. So yeah, CRD does have 2 caps, but it looks like SoA is gonna go ahead and possibly get the Charlie cap. So.
Well, Charlie, CRD needs to really push their advantage over here today. They have 1, 2, 3,
I
4
agree.
boats over here.
I agree.
It is kind of like a 4v4 here at the moment. But over on that other side, it's a 2v5. So it's not looking good. They need to do something here for CRD. They have to press their advantages where they have them, which it doesn't seem is like really much of
Brisbane
anyone.
is sonared here by the DD, so he's kind of getting pinned down here.
Oh, it's a Z52 on his own. It's not the Holland. I take it back.
Yeah.
So they're just gonna try to. Oh, BA Monty takes a
Oh,
big chunk from
big
the Loria.
waxing. He wants to take this
Brisbane's just
Brisbane
gonna-
out though. He's looking for blood on the Brisbane, because if they were to get this Brisbane out, that would be a huge, just huge monumental, just win for CRD getting rid of this Brisbane. But he's just not able to lob those, and
Yep.
he's just
And
getting harvested.
It looks like it's also a Venezia over at sea as well. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's a SAP battleship and a SAP cruiser, and also the DPM of a Brisbane on this BA Monty. He's trying to get into this island here, but I don't think he's gonna make it to that island. Oh, he does go dark. That's right on the edge. Brisbane can potentially use a radar here to get him. There's only 2 DDs left, so I think it might be a good play for this Brisbane to use a radar to push that Z52 further off the cap, and also to potentially lob this BA Monty and get him off the board.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that if we I don't know. He's not on the cap anymore.
In the middle.
Yeah, let me swap to CRD. Let's see if his stream is working again. CRD seems to be having a little bit of a stream quality issue.
So the radar does come out here from Brisbane. He does pick up the Z and the BA Monty, but the BA Monty is too tucked in on that island to do anything about him anymore. That Ohio in the middle for CRD is super low.
Yeah,
so
I was about to point that
Louisiana
out.
versus Ohio battle is not going the Ohio's way.
He looks like he's gonna go down with that salvo. No, he does not. Someone just took a shot at Ohio, and looks like there's an airstrike coming in.
Worcester does pop radar over at A, but that DD is gone. That's a radar that's specifically
Ohio
just
looks
for
like
that.
he's gonna go down the torps. Oh my
Yep, that is
god.
on.
There we go. Yeah.
Wow,
so
he doesn't go
Croissant-
down. He does have shots coming in, and he goes down to Price and Salvo. He tried to get smoked, or Sariox tried to smoke him up, but it just was too little too late at that point.
Yeah. So CRD now down 3 ships.
They're down 3 ships. That
Look at their
Z52
DD. You see that
is
DD?
radar?
Yeah,
Like? He went dark.
Yeah, there's
So
Z
Z52
as well.
did go dark, but Z is low, and BA Monty is also low, so just... It's going to be really tough for them to be
What's
able
up,
to do
bud?
anything over here.
Dart.
Louisiana in
I
the
hope you
middle is
guys are all
healthy.
having
Like,
a good
all
day.
these boats for SoA are really healthy, and a lot of the boats for CRD are not healthy in the slightest. So,
Yeah, so we can
just when it comes to
definitely see who this is definitely SOA strong map. That's for sure. Or they made some adjustments from last game. B Montana, I don't know if you're watching, looks like he's gonna go down here.
Yep, looks like he should. Shot, the sap comes in, hits him for a little bit. He gets on fire. He shoots the Brisbane, but the Brisbane at that angle shouldn't take anything. Yeah, he takes literally no damage for that. So,
Yeah,
Gloria
he
gets
is
a
popping
shot
a
on.
heal.
BA Monty does get his super heal off, but I don't think it's really going to help him in this case. He's not far enough behind the island. Brisbane can still lob him. It's just going to be a matter of time. He radars both DDs.
Oh,
does.
okay. So I would pop your sonar, Brisbane. There's definitely torps coming at you. If this guy can pop his...
Venezia is going to shoot Sariox.
Yeah.
Only going to get 5k on him.
Oh, there goes.
Z52 will go down to Brisbane. Nice shots from him. He's going to take some more shots at the Daring. Gets a little bit more in onto the Daring. But they need to try... I mean, this is... SOA's in just a really good spot here at this point. Venezia needs to make sure he doesn't take too much and gets killed by the BA Monty, but that he'll probably win a damage war against that BA Monty with the health that he's on at this point. And if this Daring gets radared again, because remember, the Holland is still over here, if I remember correctly. BA Monty does go down to fire, so it's just Sariox over here on his own. And if he gets radared here, he's going to have a Brisbane, Loria, and Venezia looking at him, as well as a potential Holland. So, just 4v9 at this point. I don't see a way that CRD can bring this back, but, I mean, it's always possible, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say the Las Vegas odds. Let me take a look at the stat sheet. Yeah, it's
it looks
showing
like CRD is giving up.
98.96% favor in SOA. Las Vegas odds are showing if CRD is able to come back, you are gonna actually 100x your money. So yeah, looks like SOA is gonna take this, in my opinion. So good adjustments from SOA. I mean,
yes, very good adjustments from SOA. Is gonna make this
this is what we
matchup
like to
even
see
at this point.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 1-1. Yeah, I would say CRD kind of dominated game 1, and SOA just completely dominated game 2. So, these teams are looking pretty even right now based off of these 2 games that we just saw. Very interesting. Very interesting. Usually you don't see something like this, but once it starts getting to this, you know, top tier level of gameplay, any single mistakes or positioning, you're screwed. You cannot make a single mistake when it comes to this high level gameplay. So good game from SOA making the comeback there. I should probably do a little... Oh, they pick their ships and stuff. I mean, there is a delay, so I guess it doesn't matter.
And in between games there, we were able to see Kaiserzon's Brisbane build, and it's full fire chance, punch through fixated, fully packed with double concealment inspirations. And what I found to be a little interesting is the lack of a purple or gold mod. It was just a gray mod for his reload mod.
Yeah,
so,
that is...
I mean,
I don't know if he's...
Personally, I would go for gold mod 100% all the way if you have the steel for it. But
I mean, at this level, you would expect, you know, him to be able to just, you know, he must have one. All of these players at this tier have to have a legendary reload mod. I mean, just pay the 25 dubs and uninstall it, put it on a ship, because at this level of gameplay, when these teams are this good, any advantage is gonna help you, whether that be
Yep,
a
any
triple,
little small percentage
yeah,
advantage is going to help. And if
triple
you
battle
happen
booster,
to,
legendary
I've
mod.
seen it before. If you get 3 or 4 kills and you're in something like a Preußen or whatever, that's an extra 20% damage that you're going to be pumping out with your ship for the rest
Yeah.
of the game. So it can potentially help you just turn around games if you get that extra damage boost. So it's a decision, it's a choice, I'll say that. So into Atlantic we go. And I'll back it up on my end real quick, just to look at ship picks again. Ship picks were Vamp 2, Z52, Daring, Des Moines, Stalin. Defense, Brisbane, Preußen, Loria 4, Crimson Dragons, and Z52, Holland, Vampire, Brisbane, Venezia, Napoli, Alaska, Preußen, Loria for SoA. Napoli is an interesting choice on this map, I would say for sure.
Yeah.
Don't really know where you're going to put it, and especially 4 cruisers from CRD. I mean, obviously with testing and scrims, they must have figured out that it works, but I mean, one of the things that we were thinking, especially since OC5 is over for us, we, with Task Force Kraken, we thought about a potential 4 battleship strat for this map, because it's really hard to place cruisers up on the seaside and to be able to support your DD, so it's easier to just bring a lot of battleships and have a lot of battle impact that way.
I agree.
And it looks... Oh, we're having some internet issues. It looks like sorry.
Yeah, I switched back to
disconnected
Kaiser.
for a second. He gets back in, so that's the shortest disconnect I think I've ever seen in my entire life, but he gets back in.
Yeah,
Might
so
be part of the
this
reason
should
why
be
his stream is
interesting.
buffering so terribly.
Yeah, it's probably just, I don't know what it could be. The connection to the YouTube servers based off of where he's at. His upload speed, probably.
So the Brisbane does spawn up at sea for SoA. Kaizazan's gonna go up around the flank over here, and I'd have to imagine that
Looks like you're lagging a little bit there. Yeah, sounds like you're lagging quite a bit there, Mr. GK. You're lagging bad, if you can hear me.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, so
It's
yeah,
like a
it looks
Discord
like
issue.
Brisbane absolutely going to try to get up here into... He's definitely going to be eyeing the islands at J2 and I2, trying to get up there, because if you get a Brisbane up there, it's really hard to dislodge it. Daring just staying here in B, and then Vamp 2 for Crimson Dragons over here in C, just on this island. The destroyers are definitely having a conversation through that island. I think both of them are counter-spotting each other at this point, and no one can really shoot the other, so they're just sitting there. They're having a good day.
Yeah, just both spotting each other. It looks like Brisbane... no, he cannot lob that.
Sunday. I think they're both Vamp 2s actually. They're just chilling there. They're just having fun.
Chilling, nose to nose, hanging out, exchanging a little, hug on the field, saying what up, brother.
Yeah, it looks like none of them are moving at all. It's just no one can shoot the other. Brisbane's just waiting here. It's just going to be an absolute just stalemate up here today. They're just going to wait for someone else to do something. And CRD using that to be able to get their cruiser up to that I1 island, which is going to be a really good spot for them. It's going to really single out this Brisbane potentially. And it's Godzini that's up in those islands up there. We saw him do that last week for CRD.
Yeah,
so.
He made that incredible push. I did actually see that. Looks like Daring Seriox is gonna send a Little line of semen demons. Maybe
So
get
yep,
a
the
lucky
DDs
hit.
are just gonna sit from. Oh, the Z52 that was right
Oh,
across from
yeah,
that
let
Vamp
me
2 is absolutely
swap.
taking damage now. That is probably the Brisbane that forced him out.
No. Brisbane is just. Oh, yeah, you mean. No, he still has 3
Godzini, yeah.
radars. He still has 3. Kaiser's on, still has 3 radars.
I'm saying from Godzini probably is
Oh,
forcing him
okay.
out. He's probably
Yeah,
got shots on
you're
the Z
right.
from there.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is getting.
And this cruiser over at B is also looking at that Z52. That Z52 is stayed there. He's just gonna get counterspotted forever. That Z is absolutely a dead man. That Z is 100% a
He
dead man.
might
There's
be
no
able
way
to
he gets out of
tuck.
that.
He might be able to tuck. At this distance, he might even be within the 2-kilometer range. He can tuck in there and stay alive. There we go.
The only issue
SoA
is I think if he tucks in there, I think he's still able to get shot at by
Oh
Brisbane.
yeah,
So.
the other cruiser. You're right.
So they just have a perfect crossfire on this man. This man
yeah,
is he goes down.
That was great positioning. Brisbane is getting radared now.
Yeah, the Brisbane didn't even radar until just now, so that Vamp was just proxy spotting him through the island.
Yeah.
Vamp goes dark because of it, and they're radaring now. It's a Loria, a Brisbane, and I did not see what the cruiser here for CRD is at B, but I mean, that Brisbane's going to be in a world of trouble against the Loria.
That was great. That was just honestly a great positioning by CRD. Able to get that other cruiser. Yeah.
That's the second week in a row that Godzini's gone to that spot, and that's the second week in a row that the opposing team has done nothing to counter him. So
that was just perfect. I'm not gonna lie. That might be play so
beautiful.
far of the game. That was just beautifully executed. Just perfect.
Radar from Kaiser's on the Vamp 2. No shots, hits on the first salvo. Second salvo gonna get 1 pen. But I mean, it's Vamp 2 is taking a little bit of damage.
Some torps coming in. Forcing him kind of broadside. Brisbane able to get a few more hits. He's gotta watch out for that. Does pop a song? Oh, it looks like that's a permafire, possibly. Has to watch out for this cruiser. Or no, is that a battle? Yeah, that's a cruiser wide to the right of C. Let's go ahead and check on CRD's POV here real quick.
Yeah, Seriox is kind of just sitting here in the middle, just line torping, no DD on, like, there's kind of nothing being done here. He's able to just outlast her because they were able to kill the DD up at C, so the SoA DD, I'd have to imagine, is probably repositioning to go over to C, and when we look at the main map, that's exactly what he's doing. So, they were able to get B just through how the game is going on the other sides of the map. And looking down over at A, I mean, it's a battleship and a DD that's going to be pushing this cruiser over at A. It looks like they're just giving up A completely to try to solo out this cruiser and get on the flanks of CRD over here. I don't really know how well that's going to go for them, but I guess time will tell. Holland gets briefly spotted over at A. Wonder if anyone got any shots on him. Brisbane's gonna radar, and he catches that DD over at C. And it's the Vamp 2 that's actually going to be... So it's a Vamp 2 versus Vamp 2 on this cap now at C. And his daring is freed up to do literally whatever he wants. So now CRD's got 2 caps. They've got A and B. Over at C is still just... Neither team has it. Neither team has possession.
Oh, down goes Vampire.
Very good torps. Gonna take out that Vampire. So now this is going to be a daring versus Vampire battle, which is way more favorited towards that Vampire at this point, even with a Brisbane and a Loria behind this daring.
So a little bit of RNG favoring SoA with that torp there, so evens things up. But beautifully done. It looks like Seriox is transitioning over to Charlie from B. He said, I've had enough.
Seriox is coming here. There's a Venetia here. This Brisbane is also getting aggressive on this cap as we speak with his Vamp 2. He's just got to make sure this Loria can't shoot him, and he'll be in a really, really good spot here to influence this game.
Yeah,
And he still thinks that Brisbane's on that island. That Brisbane actually backed up quite a bit. Godzini is not where he used to be in the very beginning of this game. He managed to get out. So those torps from the Brisbane are probably going to do nothing.
You know what? This is sketchy for the daring because Venezia has line of sight. Brisbane could potentially radar here.
Yeah, for sure. But Brisbane thought he was getting spotted from the enemy Brisbane from Godzini there. He goes dark. Now he's here on this island with Vamp 2. This Vamp 2 needs to recognize that the Brisbane's going to be here on this island. He does not need to be there. So, because this Brisbane, the spot that he's at, this is a really, really good spot for him. As long as he can stay here.
Oh, some torps coming in.
Daring torps.
Okay, go ahead and...
He should...
Oh, he takes one.
Oh, he does take one.
Takes one in the tip.
So that Vamp 2 is now down to... Basically, if he gets shot first, he is absolutely going to die and not have much battle impact for the rest of this game. But he has hit a few. He has hit a few torps already early this game. The torp threat is potentially still there.
Des Moines is pretty low.
He gets a small smoke for the Brisbane. This Brisbane's just going to try to solo out this Des Moines and take him out, which is absolutely what he needs to do here.
Yeah, a little bit over angled. Needs to kind of angle in a little bit more, possibly. Is that a double perma?
Des Moines just gonna play his life, probably.
Yeah. No, he damage con, so that is not a perma. So...
He pops his radar. There's the daring. They know where the daring is now. But I feel like that was just a little bit too late on that radar, because I don't know if Venezia is gonna have shots anymore now.
Yeah.
Have shots, but one shot. So
lagging again. Down goes Des Moines, and they also do lose the DD. So
ooh.
You're lagging.
Okay, we good now?
Yeah, you're good. Something,
okay.
I don't know, just Discord.
Yeah, all good. So, Daring did get hit pretty hard from the second Venezia Salva that came in. They were able to trade the Vamp 2 for it as well. So they traded Des Moines for Vamp 2, which on this map is absolutely a worthy trade. Des Moines is going to be a little bit rough, especially in that middle position, to have a ton of battle impact on this game. But a Vamp 2 just being basically the end game final boss for all DDs, getting him out is, well, I shouldn't even say as early as they did, because it's pretty decently far into the game. Absolutely huge for CRD's chances of winning this game.
Yeah, I agree. Now it's the time for SoA to just make a full-on send if they want any chances at taking this. I mean, do it smartly, but they need to go
Well, it
ahead
does look like they pushed that Loria all the way down to B, so it's kind of just the Daring and the Brisbane up here. So it looks like Seriox is just going to try to single out this battleship over here on the 1 line.
So I am looking at Kaiser's on. He gets his radar back in 10 seconds, pops sonar. I'm kind of confused as to what their battleship is doing. I guess. Okay, there goes radar.
He does get radared. But that Daring is right on the edge of radar.
Yeah, that's not gonna, yeah. Maybe he thought he was
So at least
closer.
the Preußen does know that he's here now, at least. So he should be expecting a lot of torps, but I mean,
I don't like the position of that battleship for SoA. I mean, they did get B, but at this point, if B is contested or...
And it looks like one of the battleships from CRD is going into B to do exactly that, to contest that cap. So, and over on the A side, we can't really see what's going on down there, but it looks like CRD has a big advantage down there. SoA, they need to try to use this Brisbane and the Preußen off of each other to have a lot of impact up here, because the DD for them is all the way down at A.
I would have communicated with this Preußen and saved the SOA Kaiserzahn. I would have saved that radar and communicated a push with the Preußen. And use the radar to kind of hunt down that DD while fighting this cruiser here. In my opinion, that's what I would have done.
Yeah, instead they had to pull that Preußen back and save his he's not on a ton of hit points, so they had to save his points so that they don't go down even further in the points department.
Oh, so he's low.
Is being,
the
Preußen's
okay.
not super healthy.
Okay, yeah.
He's on about
at this point,
25,000
Brisbane.
health?
Yeah, I mean 25k.
Brisbane can take that out pretty easily, and if the Loria gets shots on him, that's like 2 Loria salvos.
But it's a do or die situation, you know. It's a loss if you don't. It's a loss.
I'm saying I'm agreeing with you, and
yeah.
that's the point they had to make. Oh
daring.
My goodness.
So I mean this, if.
Okay, this is absolutely going to be.
Does he get the? It's gonna be a trade, but it's gonna be a trade, but. Yeah. Oh.
I don't think he's gonna be able to get the torps off.
Oh, good job by the Brisbane. That does not put them in the lead, though. Does not put them in the lead. They need one more kill.
The Preußen salvo.
3 seconds left. No.
Unfortunately, it won't be enough, but that was a huge play from that Brisbane at the end. They're able to tank the Preußen salvo and not take a single torp from that Daring and just go up and just take his life. That was...
Yeah.
That was a play right there. That was awesome. But
so I'm assuming behind the scenes the Preußen had communicated, because it looked like you only had one rack of torps, right? So it looks like
they had just reloaded like right as the Brisbane was coming around the corner, and he just couldn't get the angles off on him.
Yeah. So good play from SoA towards the end. I wish I would have saw a little bit more of that aggressiveness towards the beginning, but give credit to CRD for that positioning in the beginning there, just trapping that DD in there. That was a really good setup. I'd say that was the play of the day so far. So now it is 2-1 for CRD.
Well, I believe that's it. I think it's still best of 3 until finals, I think.
Is it? No.
I think so. I don't know, Sariak stopped the stream.
Oh, it is best of 3. Why was I saying best of 5? What the? Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hold up, wait a minute. Let's go look at the real sheet, shall we?
I swear to God, it said best of 5 for the longest time.
Okay,
it is best of 3. So
best
CRD...
of 3 for this week, and then it goes best of 5 for next week.
Okay.
Best of 5 next week through the end.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll see. Next stream is gonna be for
we can potentially
Pain versus IOLO.
Yeah, Pain versus IOLO, but that starts in about
50 minutes.
Yeah, we can do some kind of breakdowns if you want. Let me see here.
I do have to go in between games for a little bit, but I can stay for about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, you can. No, go do your thing.
Okay, I'll be back. Thank you guys for stopping in and watching and everything. Those are some interesting games to watch and everything, and like CRD taking the first game, SoA with the absolute domination of the second game, and then CRD winning it overall. So that's going to mean that CRD is going to the winners bracket, which if they win next week, they are guaranteed a spot in finals. But SoA is going to have to claw their way through the losers bracket at this point, since it's double elimination at this point. So, and with what we saw today, I mean, they aren't going to play these maps again, but SoA looked pretty strong. They just have to coordinate their pushes more effectively. That's about it.
Yeah, I agree, and I'll see you in like 30 minutes or so.
Yep.
Let me go ahead and, while you're gone, I'm just going to kind of pull up a screen capture here and kind of break down that play.
All right, sounds good.
I'll be
All
waiting.
right, see you guys. I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, man. Window capture, add source. Go ahead and add this.
Hello.
Gooby, I'm live right now doing Ocean Cup.
Oh. Okay, have fun, buddy.
All right, so let's go ahead and break this down, shall we? I am trying to... I wish I could just put it on the other screen here.
Radar, and he catches.
I want to break down that positioning. So if you guys look here, so CRD is gonna push a DD right here. They're gonna have another battleship here, but they're sending a cruiser wide around this way from spawn here, and he's gonna be right here where my mouse is, and he's gonna have shots into here. Just a great play. I'm gonna see if I can somehow, while we're waiting on this next stream, yeah, those were good games. For some reason, I thought it was best of 5, man. I am such a moron. So, we have Pain versus IOLO coming up next. That'll be the second game of the day. CRD does win 2-1 versus SoA. Okay, I think I have a better way at force SDR. There we go. LG Ultra Gear. Fit the screen. There we go. Okay. So this way I can show kind of some highlights from the previous game. And then I'm gonna mute the audio though. so this would be. Why are we whispering? Let's go here. So this would be game 1 here. Kind of just trying to, in case anyone missed the first game, some key moments. So first game, obviously. So yeah, this is the game that, okay, so for the second game, they did go Vampire, Z, Daring, Worcester, Des Moines, Brisbane. So 3 Chad radars and 3 Chad BBs. Z, Holland, Vampire, Venezia, Brisbane defense, Loria. So on paper, you would think that this team right here from CRD is more stacked. Again, this is just replays, guys. I'm just kind of going through. Why is this starting screen WebMD? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so you can see the absolute just fire on that Z52. Can you guys not hear me? Are you guys not able to hear me? You guys cannot hear me? I guess there still is a delay technically. What's up, doctor? I guess there still is a delay technically. I'm just playing a replay of the first game while we wait. For the second game to start. Yo,
Yo, we back.
what's
You
up?
live right now?
Yeah, I'm still live. I'm just playing the replay of the last game and just kind of set up the stream a little bit different. So I didn't want to end it and I didn't want to start playing ships yet and fuck everything up. So it's just showing
let it
that
do its thing.
it's showing the results with the replay and then um, the game coming up next. Up at the top right. They can all hear us. And yeah, we're just waiting. I mean, we should be getting the links soon here. Oh, I need to drink coffee. I'm gonna take a little break too. You can speak with the audience. I'm gonna be back. Give me like 5 minutes. It's just playing the replay right now on my stream. But
Yep, I'm about to go look at it and just like, how far is your stream delayed by? Like
200 seconds exactly.
Oh, okay.
Be right back. Yo, I'm back. I'm gonna turn this music down a little bit.
Yeah, I've been just like messaging basically in
Yeah, it makes
your
sense.
chat with Fat. Yeah, I was saying, man, one of those boats that I've been really enjoying recently that I've had for a while, but I hate tier 7 matchmaking, so I rarely play it, is Hampshire. And I mean, just minnow pen angles on 203s just feels
Oh,
insane.
what do you think of Chattingham? I haven't got it yet. I do want to play it.
Nottingham, it's in my opinion, Edinburgh is just better because
Really?
with Edinburgh, yeah, because Edinburgh you get the DPM to be able to hit stuff really hard. I value the radars in those boats really hard because I know how to angle them, so I don't really get obstruct like
Yeah.
often at all. So just as long as you know how to angle with them in Edinburgh, you just get 30 mil everywhere, so you're fine. And then if anything does overmatch you, like a Georgia or something, then just angle to it.
Yeah.
But it's really good angles. You get you get a decent amount of DPM, and generally by the time that you do rush someone with an Edinburgh, you got them down enough health that the 3 torps per side is usually enough. So
I see.
versus with Nottingham, the DPM doesn't feel good. You don't get a radar. You get short burst smoke, so it feels like you almost should be more like in a sitting at the back sort of play style, and it just, I don't know, you just die to HE spam really hard.
Okay, I'm starting to get the links. I guess we'll go. What do we want? A DD POV battleship or cruiser? From IOLO, because I'm not gonna do the 8 streams.
Do you have that from each team basically?
No, just IOLO said. Well, not 8. They sent me 3, but.
Oh, IOLO sent you 3. I'd say with IOLO,
I don't know.
Their DDs play really well. I would say honestly some of their cruiser play.
Yeah, I feel like their cruisers are, because you know.
Just to me, cruiser gameplay is probably the most interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Personally,
especially from these Italian Giga Chads. So I'll send you.
Oh, have you seen the new Hunger Games? What is it? Sunrise on the Reaping or whatever they're calling the new movie. Have you seen that trailer yet?
I haven't seen it.
Dude, it looks so good. It actually looks. I'm excited. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just excited.
I need to check it out. That's for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna send you. Oh, hold on a sec. Let me actually stop. Let me remove this shit from here. Okay, so that is Chad
Okay,
YOLO.
so that's IOLOs. Oh, it's Barbas. Yeah, Barbas is a great player. Like especially, I remember the first time I remember seeing his name was for Rookie Cup. He was in Amalfi, just absolutely crushing it.
Zeus King. Oh yeah. Okay, so that is IOLO. So we got IOLO on lock. This whole fucking stream is gonna get demonetized just because fucking YouTube is so cucky. Even though you're a partner, like, you just get cucked. They take all your revenue. You can, yeah, sure, you can play music, but fucking just get cucked hard. You don't get copyright struck. You can like play, like, even though it's copyright free music, they basically won't give you the copyright strike, but you can't earn any, you know, like my 60 cents I'd probably earn off this video. Alright, so let me do this. Alright, I got pains. Stream sec.
Oh, we get Rambo's POV, let's go! Oh boy, Rambo. Wait, Barbas has 5.3 million global XP? Dear lord.
Jesus.
I could never. I actually could never. I'm too greedy with my global XP. Like, I wanted to get Neptune because somehow I have like almost 1,000 games in Minnow, but I never grinded the line. So, I ended up grinding the line like relatively recently just because a lot of people in Diamond League were just complaining about the fact that Neptune explodes like really easily, and I simply don't agree with that.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I ended up grinding
Neptune.
it just to prove a point. Got Neptune, and I have 10 games in it with 142k average and 2700 average, and I think my average potential damage is like almost 1 million. And I haven't gotten dev struck with it once, and I'm just like, this boat does not explode.
Yeah.
Especially, I had a game against I think it was like a 210k game or something like that, but I was fighting a Bismarck. I was on 6k HP. I bounced his entire salvo, took literally 0 damage for it. His secondaries pinned me a few times, and I proceeded to take his entire life before he could reload. Like, Neptune is so good.
Yeah, Neptune, if you notice, its guns are improved over Plymouth, so there's something about those guns that have better pen. Like, I don't know.
I think they have a little bit better. I think the pen's the same. I think it gets a little bit better alpha. It's not by a lot, but you get a little bit better alpha.
I noticed it.
Turret traverse is way better.
Yeah, that's better. But if you look at the gun types, I believe the Neptune has a newer gun type than the Plymouth. Just going through all these. CRD.
Oh, we're getting all the IOLO guys in the room now.
Yeah. All right.
Oh no, this is a bannable offense.
What?
Oh no.
What?
Jillick, go on Minotaur. Oh no. Like, you get stealth radar, but that's about it. I mean, Minotaur is such a good boat that you can kind of run wherever you want and it'll still be effective. To me,
I would.
this is my least favorite build
Just
of all
hold
builds.
on. Well, I guess. Just hold up. I guess 6, 7, 8. I don't know if we can really comment on the. I guess they can see it. Yeah. My bad. I was just being paranoid. No, yeah, because they're in the training room and it's nothing you can do, so people can see the build anyway. So
The code.
not the code, the build. I don't care.
Yeah,
like,
they're in the training room.
Yeah, once you're in the training room, it's just gonna show your build. So yeah, I was just tripping.
Like, I can't see exactly what he's running on his build, but
Yeah.
Jellicoe, it's going to be.
Yeah,
Like,
I was just being a little.
Stealth radar.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't breaking any rules. So yeah, we got. You guys, everyone in the chat, hear GK? I'm assuming you hear me. Live scene. Why do I have? Okay, so IOLO. Oh, I didn't rename. Okay. One second. Rename. Turn the music down a little. Pubic hair amount.
Yeah, they've got all 18 in the room. We'll see if they started early or not. But from Pain, we've got Rambo, Galaxy Wolf, White Wolf, Retentive Lambo, Big Sip, Halo, 6 feet deep, Dakatalu, and Killer Priest. My boy. But IOLO, we've got Steve, Michael, Lucas, ISOC, Contento, Edgar, Stoke, Thunder Panza, and Barvas. Absolutely incredible team. For each of these guys, IOLO, especially facing us last week, they've showed us how good of a team they truly are this tournament. So,
Yeah.
And they also, in the Swiss round, remember, they did beat Pain in Swiss rounds. So this is a little bit of potential revenge for
okay.
Pain.
Little spicy rematch here.
Yeah, this could either be a revenge for Pain, or this could be just another teaching that IOLO has to give Pain. So, we'll have to see.
It's
Talking to Priest from about a week ago and everything, this should be a really interesting game.
Yeah. It's gonna be a girther. It's gonna be a girther. A super girther. Let me do a unmute on both of these. Make sure we got audio. ILO definitely.
And especially one of my biggest concerns is Pain, at least by what I've seen, not just this tournament, but tournaments previously and everything, they have some of the best Battleship players I've seen in comp. Their Battleships, they seem to hit literally every single shot that they take. And I'd have to imagine Big Sip might be in a Battleship, Halo probably is, White Wolf almost certainly is. Oh, and we're getting Buster ready up now. Rambo with the Claver, Contento with Gdansk. Contento is going to be an absolute menace with that thing. He was a menace with Katsonis in Summer League. He will be a menace with this boat as well. So, looking at the lineups, Gearing is a very interesting choice from...
It does have the extra smoke, so unless they're planning on doing smoke shenanigans for their cruisers...
They can absolutely smoke up one thing we have seen them do in the past is they have smoked up, specifically with Lambo and Galaxy Wolf, smoking up Galaxy Wolf. He is in Des Moines for this one, and he is probably running Beeply builds just to get that as far down as possible with the detection. We'll see how it goes, but it's certainly a play we've seen before from Pain, so...
Well, good luck to both teams. Everybody, this is a best of 3, Ocean Cup 5, double eliminations.
And this is specifically Pain cannot use Z52 or Vamp 2, and IOLO cannot run Z or Howden.
Yep. I'm gonna refresh.
So yeah, looking at Barbas's build, he does have an 8.8 kilometer conceal. So that is as far stealth as you can get with Jellicoe, full 16.4, and I believe with pretty close to 16.4 on the other commanders that you run as inspirations. This is as much conceal as you get out of a minnow, but I just worry about his battle impact, especially with the potential of having 2 really strong battleships against you, and you not really having the ability, especially with Cheshire, to be able to bounce those shells. I worry about his effectiveness. We'll see. It is going to be Minotaur and Gdansk over here on the side though, so double radar on this side.
So here we go. Let's get it on.
So Angel Rambo running a pretty straight up build with 5.4 conceal. I believe that should be Sims. Yeah, he's at 25.5k health, so full 16.4 Sims. He's got a 16.4 Robin on his boat as well, so Sims, and I believe that is either Swirsky or Bay, both of which give the exact same percentage bonus. So they should both be. He's running a more concealed Colbert. We'll just have to see how it goes for him.
Wait a second, what is this?
And also, I wonder if he's running. No, he's running. I believe Twist and Track. He could be running Perceptive, but he would be losing Standard Fall to do that, which I personally don't agree with. Standard Fall is one of the best skills in the entire game, so I don't know why you wouldn't take that if you have the opportunity. But he could be running. He's either running Twist and Track, or he's running Perceptive with Go All Out as his 4th level skill. Which, I mean, there's some merit to it, but I'm just personally not a believer. But he'll show us because he's Angel Rambo Jr. So. And looking at it from IOLO, they are making a super deep push with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of their boats over on A. They're just saying, screw me, we are not playing for that at all. And Pain with their DD on B is immediately in there, and he's with his Swiss and Track probably going, they are nowhere near me. So
this is gonna be interesting.
Looking at it already. Rambo doesn't see anything over the
yeah,
over
let me
yet.
actually let me swap over to Rambo's POV so people can get an idea of what's going on real quick.
And they are going to be able to sneak that AD into A without it ever getting spotted from IOLO. So they are almost certainly going to get that A cap, and then that DD is going to try to probably swing from A into B, I'd have to imagine, to try to get the destroyer that's in B. Defense. IOLO gets a defense play they had against me last week, where they are able to put it on that island. I wonder, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to smoke train it in, because I believe that's probably the Vamp 2 that is in A. Barbas making a play towards middle here. He's going to try to solo out this DD and get a radar on him, I'd have to imagine. He does get the radar out. It's the gearing in B. And he's got him on radar for the full duration here. There's no way this gearing gets out in the next 30 seconds of this radar.
You might have to do the in and out Discord.
Oh, okay.
Anyone just joining in? This is game 1. Pain versus IOLO. Best of 3.
So Barbas is able to get Lambo off of the middle cap here at B, and they are able to keep that their own destroyer on A. So they're able to get A. They're going to get a points advantage here pretty quickly, and they just have so much support for that guy in A. It's basically just they're going to try to win A hard and then go from A.
But if you notice
bring
this
their
real
boats
quick,
back across.
there is. Oh, actually, I was gonna say there's a DD by himself out here, but I mean, he has the Venezia as backup, and if this is a good, I don't know, do they have a Gdansk? If they do have a Gdansk, and if Colbert can get radared, he might be completely toast here.
Gdansk goes over at C.
Okay, so yeah, Kleber's good, but
Both
if he...
it's a Gdansk versus Gdansk over at CD for each team. Gearing in middle for Payne, and then the Kleber over here. And looking at it, he is getting hydrated, so this is probably Z52 that he's running into. It is. Rambo is running go all out, so he's not running standard follow. He's running perceptive with it. He's able to dodge the Venezia salvo. Just gonna get a little bit of damage here, not much. Gets a fire on him, so he might be able to take one more shot. He does take that extra shot. Not able to set up a fire. Takes one blind shot at him. It does not hit.
Venezia, yeah.
Bounces everything from Venezia. Oh my goodness. And as soon as he goes dark, he's gonna have 30 more seconds of super conceal.
No,
so
you better not angle at all here, or else.
Michael is almost certainly gonna take that blind shot. He is the.
Yeah, he does.
He does take the shot, but it's only a pen and a saturated pen, so. Oh, it's actually the Kleber is in A. The defense from Payne is pushing into A. They don't stop the defense from pushing in there. It's him versus the Kleber in there. Kleber can absolutely trade with them. Or this could be bad potentially for.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even say for either team yet. I don't even know which team is
over to
bad
B real quick. I'm seeing what Barbas is doing in the minnow. Brisbane.
So this Brisbane's right here in B.
Yeah. So minnow.
That's big step with it.
Yeah, Brisbane is getting
defense is pushing hard on this Kleber, so Brisbane's just gonna be able to sit here. So that Brisbane is gonna go dark.
Down goes
Preußen goes down.
Preußen for Payne.
For Payne, yep. And that defense is now all loaded there. There's
our Loria
to
might wipe this guy's boogers here. That's a huge booger waxer.
It's a good hit. Barbas will be able to get another heal, and Halo might.
Halo knows the torps are gonna come from this Mino, so he hit the brakes. Very smart.
And Halo will be able to go right through his bow again. Barbas is, I'd have to imagine, almost 100% dead here in this situation.
Or gonna be maybe on a.
Here comes a shot.
Oh, able.
Down to 3k health. He's gonna heal up to about 12k. I'd have to imagine.
I'd go.
But Halo knows that.
He pops his radar because he knows he's gonna go down.
Yep, he's 100% going down here. I don't know why he's not shooting. He knows he's going down. Why are you not shooting?
I think he is. Yeah, he's dead here. No way. Yeah. So
yep.
they lose a
and Kleber goes down as well. So the defense was able to sit in there, but the defense is getting counter pushed by, I believe, the IOLO defense. Please say we have a POV in A. Barbas, please go look at A.
Oh, okay. So Z52.
Okay, Barbas is gonna look at A. So there's both the Brisbane and the defense in A. The enemy, the IOLO defense is also here. Venezia is gonna get shots. Can't really lob over this island here in the middle.
Angel able to dodge those torpedoes.
Doesn't get dove struck somehow there. Gets hit really hard, but able to not get dove struck there.
Z52 getting girthified right
Hits
now.
him pretty hard in return. Preußen does take out defense. Defense does also take a torp.
Okay, so
Big Sip is probably just gonna try to just barely get some guns over the island here. Gearing and B gets radar.
The Payne has a slight delay for me, so I'm gonna switch to the IOLO while I.
Oh, and Gdansk from. I just looked as well. The Gdansk from IOLO is on 1 HP. Literally could not be more 1 HP if he tried. So that means that over at C, Payne is going to get C, and they're potentially going to be able to get that battleship out there as well. Almost for free. Gearing is taking a lot of hits here, trying to get out. That's Retentive Lambo. What's his name? Angel Rambo also putting shots into the defense here, trying to finish him off, doing anything he can. Gearing is going to go down.
Yeah, I am just currently watching the IOLO POV while I try to sync up the Payne.
Venezia still just taking shot on reload, basically a big hit. It's a big hit there. Big Sip is getting he's basically almost abandoned here, but they've done so much damage to all these boats for IOLO. Oh, I can't believe the Brisbane didn't go down there. So Big Sip is going to go down in A. He does go down, but the Brisbane is right here. He might get killed by Loria if Loria does get a reload off here. And if they can ever find this IOLO Gdansk, this IOLO Gdansk absolutely will die to that.
So I swapped over to the Kleber Angel Rambo. Venezia is still full HP. So looks like Pain is down 200-ish points. A couple ships here, so they need to start making a play.
Yeah, Pain needs to make sure that they get this Brisbane here so that the Brisbane can't even get B, because Brisbane is the only thing in B right now, and he is trying to cap it, and I think he's almost absolutely going to be able to do it. Rambo is completely on his own here now with no reload boost.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the overhead cam from ILO here. So Des Moines
from Galaxy Wolf over here, taking a decent chunk, but somehow not. I was expecting more from Aloria there, I'll be honest. Yeah, and Contento is just going to play his life and play his points. They're moving the Preußen over from A over to help the Loria over at CRD side. Oh, and the Loria comes out from Pain and puts a big hurting on the Brisbane, but doesn't kill him. But as the Brisbane comes around this corner here, Galaxy Wolf will probably have a shot for this. I'd have to imagine. There he is, he gets spotted. He takes a shot, but he takes it too late. That's all going to bounce.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a DD.
Oh, and Rambo is just waiting. Or not Rambo, Killer Priest is waiting right here as well.
Gets him, though.
They get the kill on the Brisbane here. But I don't really see a way for Killer Priest to get out of the situation with the Loria. He's going to have to beach there. He might have to use a smoke in order to even just go dark. Sure.
No. Okay, so down goes Brisbane. So, I'm swapping over.
And this Loria is just going to throw his weight around and probably kill this Des Moines as well. But the Des Moines, at the range that he's at, Des Moines does Citadel a Loria at that range.
Yeah,
so, depending on the angle that he can get, he might be able to potentially get some good damage into him.
There's a lot of action going on this flank here. Oh, Des Moines goes down.
And Loria's just going to be able to take him out.
Yeah, down goes...
And Loria from Halo also goes down, so IOLO is going to have this game on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. Okay, I was just making sure I wasn't just like talking and no one could hear me.
So, looks
yeah,
like
it's now just Killer Priest and the Gdansk.
Yeah, that was just a great strat from IOLO there, just completely overloading this A side and managing to hold that other flank off, kind of just forcing...
And they got that.
Yeah.
And they were able to get the defense into A, which is exactly what they needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So... Yep, and now Angel Rambo just trying to get a play done, just pushing this. Probably gonna die to Venezia here, but just trying to get something done at this point.
Yeah, he has to YOLO. He has no choice here, because I mean, this game is Vegas odds.
Defense gets a big hit into him. Doesn't die to Venezia there, but he's gonna die to secondaries. Yep, he dies to secondaries.
For some reason, the delay for me on Pain is a little bit good. There we go. So the Kleber had just died for me there, but the ILO stream is everything's in sync, which is weird. So Game one
Yep, and
does
down
go
goes Italu.
to IOLO, the Italian Giga Chads. Italian Christmas Donkey takes the first game. Good shit. Yeah, if ILO wins this tournament, I'm gonna personally go on cam and do the Italian Christmas Donkey
Oh no.
dance and fucking sing.
Send that to Norris.
Yeah.
Yep, in this game, game one's gonna go to IOLO. So sudden death now for Payne. Payne is gonna have to come back here, but remember this is double elimination from this point on in the tournament, so it should
Yeah, I got
should
a
Payne
lot of
lose this?
clarification. Yeah, go ahead.
Should
you
Payne
can
lose this,
explain.
they will at least be able to go on, and next week they would fight on SoA.
Yeah, so
But
basically
The winners of this is gonna fight CRD.
Yeah, the winners play the winners, and then the losers play the losers, and then after that, there's gonna be a fight for third place, and then the cup. I believe that's how it's gonna go down. So the
And looking at it right here, Halo.
yeah, the
So we got
14
Halo, Miv as well. Miv is actually going to be in this game. He wasn't in the first game for Payne. Miv is, I mean, I'd have to imagine he's probably playing Conqueror. He is super proficient with that ship. So, we'll just have to see. But I'm pretty sure he's almost certainly going to be in Conqueror for this game. But from that first game, just IOLO's strategy there was just, I mean, probably my favorite that I've seen almost the entire tournament. They like to play aggressive on the Thunderdome side. They specifically try to play to get a destroyer or to get a battleship in there and then reposition things as they need to.
Yeah,
which is exactly what they did.
Great play, man. They are just
just absolutely perfection.
ILO has completely shocked me. So funny thing. So I believe Michael, he's been in my chat a few times. I'm like, hey, he has the Italian badge for his YouTube name. I'm like, hey, are you in ILO by chance? He's like, oh yeah, I'm just the owner of it. I'm the founder.
Yeah, he's the leader.
I'm like, oh god. But yeah, so apparently they had been RMI before, and they kind of merged.
Yep. They were RMI initially, and a lot of these guys were originally RMI guys. And like little fun fact Easter egg about little GK's comp career, but my first competitive scrim ever was against RMI.
Oh
for
yeah.
Winter Cup rule set.
I remember playing them.
I've seen these guys for a long time, or basically from the time that I ever started playing comp. And I mean, like you look at their team,
it's pretty stacked.
A lot of for the ones that had to do Rookie Cup, they did really well in Rookie Cup. And then, I'd say that's where Barber started to make his name. Contento played it really well in Summer League with his Katsonas, so he made a name for himself there. I mean, a lot of these guys already have names that they've built up before that and everything, but I mean, they're a team full of really good players now at this point.
Yeah, they have a lot of experience, man. RMI, I remember battling them when Wasa was at its glory days. We used to just battle RMI quite a bit, and they've definitely refined their team, and maybe they can bring a cup for Italia this year, and that'd be pretty big. I mean, they came out of left field, to be honest. I did not know they were RMI, but yeah, they are not to be messed around with. They are a really solid team this tournament. I mean, Payne, very good team. But I mean, for them to be able to just, wax them like that, it just shows how good of a team they are.
I'd have to.
So
Speaking of Michael, I think that's actually who we're waiting on to join the room, probably. But I'd
yeah,
have to
hurry your
imagine if
ass
he
up,
does join, he's
Michael.
probably going to be in
I'm just kidding.
Venezia. But Venezia, he's actually a damage record holder in that ship. So
Oh,
I think
fuck.
it was like a 331 or 332k, if I remember off the top of my head.
Oh
But
shit,
I mean,
331. I have a 333. I should upload it.
oh really?
No,
You
I'm
should.
just fucking around. But anyway,
I thought you were serious about that for a second. I was about to say like, hold up,
no,
wait a minute.
I think 290 is my max in Venezia. God, I love that ship. Amazing ship.
My best is 282, and it's the third game I ever played in that boat.
Yeah, it is so fun, man, especially with the Arthas buff. Arthas. I
Yep.
just do Sansonetti with Membelli and Arthas with refill station. I just feel like that thing needs as much reload DPM as it can get with the Lego mod. 16
enough. I
second
run-
reload with the ability to get it down to 14.6, which you can just imagine the damage that cranks out at 14.6 with those guns.
Yeah, I run for standard. I run fully packed. I actually run instead of Mbelly, I run more damage. So I don't since I don't have Aelzara, so I run Sansonetti as well. I actually run Carl Dorman as my inspiration because he does grouping and damage against DDs and grouping and damage against cruisers. Because
I see. Okay.
your role, at least for me, isn't really you're doing a ton to battleships with Venezia. Like you'll usually get a really good hit or two on battleships, and then your damage output feels kind of sad, which I understand building into the DPM for that reason, but we'll see. Oh, and we're starting to get boat picks now. Loria Preussen for Loria Preussen, Brisbane, Venezia, Minotaur, Gdansk, Clubbear. Waiting for the last two on IOLO to pick their boats, and then we, of course, Miv is actually going not even BA Monty, just normal Monty for
Interesting. Interesting play there. Once.
What does Monty have over BA Monty? I still don't know to this day what.
BA Monty is superior in every way. BA Montana is just superior.
So that's an interesting pick for sure.
Maybe
but,
just doesn't have it.
Halo in Louisiana, Wolf and White Wolf in Loria.
You might want
I
to
guess
do
they
the
have two
thing.
Wolves, White Wolves, and
Discord
Galaxy Wolf.
in and out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do it real quick.
Game 2. Let's get it on, boys.
Hopefully I'm good for another 15 minutes.
Or another 15 seconds.
Knowing Discord, yeah. So,
Yeah.
so,
let's get it on, boys.
Barbas still running his 8.8 Jellicoe build, which went so well for him last game.
He's a little bit of a memer, because that's the Mino. That is, he's probably running. You said Hot Rod, or no? He's running Jellicoe.
Jellicoe.
But
yeah.
He's running some sort of camo, and I believe he has it turned off. To
yeah,
appear
I think he's running
like
the Hot Rod
he,
camo and it's turned off.
Yeah. So a little bit of a troll there. You're like, oh, this guy has no camo. What a scrub. Just fucking ultimate Giga Chad. So yeah, Barbas and the Mino. But his conceal is, yeah. What is it?
8.8.
8.8. Okay, so that's why he's doing the Jellicoe. He's going the
So he's got
full...
so he's got 1.1 kilometers of
stealth. Yeah.
Stealth radar to be able to catch any DD. But I don't know, your damage output just suffers so much as a result,
Yeah.
and I don't know why he didn't proceed to farm anything when he knew he was in a dying situation there.
Yeah, he could have took
I
a
don't
few
know.
K, but we don't know what's going on, you know,
Yeah.
and comms and stuff. But it does make sense. Knock
Maybe
off
he
a
was
few
arguing, like,
guns.
he was trying to be like, hey, I need Preussen to shoot this guy, he's fly broadside to the Preussen, and
Yeah.
those shots just didn't come in time. Maybe he was just trying to stay stealth and hope that the Lori would just go away. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. But defense, he's got a defense and a minnow over here on this flank, which I'd argue is the two best cruisers to have together in the entire game. Because the defense can smoke up the minnow if it ever needs to, and the minnow can always spot or can radar for the damage output of both of those cruisers. and I believe I saw it was a Z52 that's also on the side for them. And they also have another DD, which I believe is probably going to be that Vamp 2, I would have to imagine, just burying himself on it like instantly. Italo and the Venezia over here at A.
So kind of.
So at this point, with where this minnow is, he can cover almost the entirety of A. It looks like maybe the top right corner he can at this point, but because of the fact his detection ring is so small, you gotta look a little bit beyond that. Oh, it's Z52 on the island for
Is that the Z with the Mino in the defense? Okay, so A.
Rambo is also the Pain DD that is over here at A. He's just going to take his time. No reason to play this super fast for him.
Venezia there. So it's kind of almost okay. Kleber.
I believe he gets. Is he radared?
Yeah, he is.
How's that Kleber spotted?
Yeah, he is radared.
Oh, there is. Does IOLO have the Brisbane on A as well? On that island at A as well?
No, that's the. Oh, he is there.
They have a cruiser up there. I
yeah, they have. It looks like 2 ships. So Rambo, yeah, just getting forced out of there.
Yeah, so they've got Brisbane Minnow. IOLO has a really strong situation here where they have Brisbane Minnow and defense all on one side. So they can probably steamroll this side potentially pretty hard depending on how they play this.
Yeah, looking at Seaside,
Pain
does. Say that again? Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay. No, okay. I was. Okay. I'm running a different setup now, so I fixed the mic issues. I'm running 2 mics, one that I can speak with you and then the other with chat, so it's kind of different. But if I'm looking at Seaside, Pain is, pushing around that C flank, and they're capturing C, so ILO. Down goes our Loria from...
Down goes the Loria. It's so early. Holy cow. So Pain is... So this is going to be almost like a... one side is going to push. ILO's going to push this side.
Yeah.
And Pain is going to push around C. So this is going to be almost like
that Venezia had AP Venezia loaded. Shot. Okay. Pretty...
Only gets one Citadel.
Yeah. Got pretty lucky there. Not going to lie. But...
Down goes Gdansk as well. They full push is so hard for Pain. So Pain is just... They've gotten rid of both a Loria and a Gdansk, and IOLO is not able to secure any kills over here. They do have control of this entire side of the map, but that Monty being able to exist out there is going to create a perfect crossfire with this Louisiana in the middle.
Yeah, Monty is going to come in clutch.
This Minnow and the Brisbane are probably going to be in pretty rough spots here. Brisbane does pop his second radar of the game. He's going to get spots on the other DD. That Pain DD over at C is pretty low. He just gets hit really hard. If he gets hit by one more shell, he's gone, and he's gone. It's a daring that just went down. Brisbane is probably going to give up his life for this play, though.
Let me go ahead and...
Brisbane down to 5k HP. Does not look as if he has a heal going. He gets some line torps off. Are they gonna hit if they all hit Louisiana, I think Louisiana would die from that amount of health. But he has to hit like 9 of them, I think, from that amount of HP. He goes down, and it doesn't look, I can't really tell right now, but it doesn't look as if he's gonna get hit by any of them. Rambo does get spotted out here on the flank.
Defense, and a Kleber, so... does get that fire.
So yeah, Louisiana was able to get that, but it's this enemy DD from IOLO is right here on this Venezia, or not Venezia, on the Louisiana as well. And there is, I believe, the other DD that was over from Pain side is on D as well. So IOLO is still down a lot of boats, but this still isn't a horrible position that they're in yet. They still can win from this position.
Yeah.
If that Louisiana goes down, they'll look a lot better.
Yeah, it
So
looks like
this DD that's right here in front of him, this Killer Priest is super deep in radar for Barbas, but I don't think anyone has shots on him.
no
So
one
he's
has
just saving
shots.
his radar.
Maybe Minnow can go. Oh no, he cannot go into C because he's just gonna get waxed from the people from the other side. Down
Pops his
goes.
sonar.
Oh,
Oh, and Des Moines is in middle, and he does take out the Z as well. Okay, this has gone from a okay situation to a
but look
really
at
bad situation very quickly.
okay, yeah. So, yeah, Z52 is okay. So I mean, for some reason, even though Angel Rambo Jr.'s like I have it live, they're both on the exact same. Maybe I need to refresh IOLOs. Maybe they're a little bit, but that's not possible.
IOLO's a little bit ahead for me.
Yeah, they're a little bit ahead.
I'll pause mine for a second.
Well,
yeah, my IOLO stream was actually like 10 seconds ahead. We'll
yeah,
stop it for a second.
but they're both live at the same time, so I can't. I guess I can.
Yeah, you can just pause IOLOs for about 10 seconds, and then they'll both be at the same.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Yep. So Barbas looks like he's probably gonna try to make a play to take out Priest here. He pops his radar. He catches Priest, but Priest is already at a good angle, so Priest would probably be fine. And if he keeps going forward, which he is, that Des Moines is going to death strike him.
Des
shot comes in,
Moines
only takes one Citadel.
gets cracked though. Oh, but he does go down. Yeah. So
Yeah, that was a
Payne
bad play.
making a pretty good adjustment here for game 2.
He did try to go out and get that DD, but just tried it too late. The Des Moines had already gotten into a good spot. The Venezia was also sitting right there waiting as well. That was just desperation in.
Yeah,
And he just didn't time it right with his team.
It was now or never type situation, basically.
Rambo is still kicking up there against the defense and the enemy Kleber. He might go down here. But he's he takes out the enemy Kleber, and he's able to wait. Is he gonna live on 27 health? Wait a minute.
This defense just needs one. Yeah, and he goes down.
I got it.
So, I don't know. This is gonna be very, very tough. There is time on the clock. A lot of the paint, at least one of the paint ship is really low. The Venezia. Venezia is really low.
Gdansk is radaring this Venezia. Lots of shots going on this Venezia, and he goes down.
Oh, was that Oh, that was an ILO Venezia. Okay, I thought that was Pain for some reason. So yeah, this looks like it's gonna go for Pain.
Yep. So two pretty, like, both these games really interesting. A lot of aggression, which is not something you see in comp all the time, but for both of the teams that got aggressive, it's worked so far. So looks like it's almost certainly going to go to game 3, which means both games go into game 3 this week, which is awesome. We'd love to see it.
Very awesome.
Yeah, and this person is just in a nasty crossfire, so he's probably going to go down as well, and that's just going to be the game if that happens. Actually, it wouldn't quite end immediately. Still 809 points. Person does take a shot at the enemy defense, and defense does get hit for about 15k, but he has health to spare, and he is going to take out the Preußen. The Preußen gets rid of the fire, but he's on such a little amount of HP. It's not going to matter. And down goes the Preußen. So at this point, just one boat left. It's just the defense left, and he's in a pretty bad crossfire, so he's probably going to go down. He might be able to trade for this enemy cruiser in front of him, which is the Des Moines. He does at least get him, and he goes dark for it as well, but probably won't be able to do much more this game, unfortunately.
Yeah. Very interested to see what IOLO goes with for their. This is gonna be a sudden death. I mean, 1-1. Next team who wins, guys, wins.
to put that in the quote book. Whichever team wins next wins.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking 40 chess,
That's a 40
10,000
chess
IQ.
right there. Yeah. So down goes the defense, get that game wrapped up, and now we're going to Atlantic. I would be shocked if they brought out the John Jellicoe Minotaur again for Atlantic. I would have to imagine that they're probably going to switch that to something else because Minotaur is really hard to put in a position in comp where it's going to do well. In standard does well on the map, but in comp it's really hard to put in a safe spot where it'll do really well and be able to get a lot of battle impact.
Great job by Payne to adjust and defeat the Italians. I have a feeling the Italians are going to try something bold here.
Well, I mean, they have to play their strengths. Their strength is being unpredictable, and
Yeah.
they need to keep doing that. So I would imagine that they'd have to, but Payne is one of the best teams at being able to counter on aggression and one of the best teams at being able to counter unpredictability. They've done it with us literally every game that we face them for the past 6 months. So, especially on Atlantic, I mean, Miv might still be in Monty, but I have to believe, especially on this map, like he would be in Conquer because Conquer is so good on this map.
Yeah, Conk is, I don't know, like not having a HE ship, the Conk can just put in so much work. Especially versus a Montana, I'd probably choose I mean, obviously the game worked for them, but I would probably go Conquer over Montana.
On this map in particular, I agree. Monty can be good in the right situation, and it worked last game, so fair enough. I'm just gonna real quick go out of the Discord and back in just to make sure I have another 15 minutes. I'm good. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear you?
Alright.
That is correct, Dart. This is for all the marbles. The team that wins this game wins.
Preach. Type shit.
I want your marbles now, bug. Here we go. Looks like we got.
Alright, we got boats picked up. Khabarovsk! Oh, I love that!
Ooh.
Kaba, Derek, Z52, Gdansk, Minnow, Jellico Minnow, still. I preach it and I say it again. Hate that build. Could not hate it more. Defense Brisbane, Lorio Preußen, and then for Payne, Kleber, Gdansk, Venetia, Defense Brisbane, Des Moines Monty, still running Monty. Still run the Monty.
I think that's why they might have switched to the Kaba. It could be possibly why they switched to the Kaba. Kaba is pretty disgusting. I know we played at one tournament and it was actually really good.
Kaba in the right situation, if Kaba is able to farm a battleship and the battleship does not have support, that is a dead battleship. It's just a matter of time.
I agree. So here we go, guys. Game 3. Winner of this game is the winner. Nothing more to say.
So looking at the immediate spawns, Minotaur up here at the seaside is a pretty decent spot for him. He can go hide up on that island over at J4. Kaba is also over here. I'd imagine that Kaba is probably going to go sit about like J6 or G6 or so and kind of sit in that area and just torch anything in sight. But I just worry, my biggest issue with the Kaba is it needs spotting in order to be really, really effective. And I worry with how much spotting it's going to potentially get in a comp game, because Payne is one of those teams that's going to have a really good ability to sit on islands and not keep and have their cruisers not stay spotted.
Well, I just noticed something. Yeah, because okay, hold up. So 4 DDs on IOLO versus 2 on.
Yep.
Okay, so I see what you're saying now. Yeah. Very interesting. Well, Kaba's
so they
not
are doing
have...
a destroyer swap.
Yeah.
Kaba is going more towards mid. I believe that's Z that's coming up here to C. The destroyer spawn down at A is going to B, which I think that was Kleber, if I remember correctly, and then Gdansk I think is going down to A from IOLO. And I mean a 2 DD strat on this map that's a decision. That is putting a lot of faith in your destroyer players to be able to hold up their end of the bargain. I mean, 4 cruisers, 3 battleships on this map is good, but I just wonder about the spotting that they're potentially going to get on this map.
Yeah. This is going to be a very interesting game.
Oh, I take it back. Daring is one of the boats for IOLO. I forgot. But it does look like Z52 is coming up here to go sit on C. And just this initial position from Barbas, I do not like this position at all. He's going to have... even if he does get to shoot anything, he's not going to get a lot of damage on anything. He needs to get in a spot where he's going to be able to help C out better, in my opinion.
Yeah, this is a very sketchy, we saw what happened with the previous 2 teams that played. This is not a good spot for... Well, actually...
Well, I mean, this overall positioning over here at C, this Z is... I just question this entire positioning from IOLO over here at C. That battleship isn't in a good spot, this destroyer isn't in a good spot, and this cruiser is in a terrible spot. So, Rambo might be able to just get this... Yeah. Rambo just might be able to get this cap just for free, potentially. And looking at Payne's positioning, they are having a pretty decent push over here at C. They've got a battleship and 2 cruisers over here, so... IOLO gonna get the middle cap and gonna get a steady points increase just straight off the get-go though. So
yeah, I don't... Okay, that cruiser has got to go wide, do something, because they can't just allow Payne to get B and A or C just like that. Like
A is being contested by, or A is pretty locked down for IOLO side, but the C side, I
At least get a reset.
just don't see how these boats are going to have any effectiveness.
Unless they have some sort of long game plan, but now we see a lot of support from Payne coming over to C. So it's gonna be very tough for them to get this cap or B cap back. I mean, just look at that. It's gonna be very tough for them to do something here. But they do have the advantage of the DD speed to kind of get on those other caps when the
So it is a
ships...
Venezia over here at sea. Minotaur able to lob that, gonna get some shots on him, but he's gonna smoke up and go dark instantly. And at 16 kilometers, Minno's gonna struggle to have a lot of effectiveness against the Venezia.
B is contested.
A lot of torps coming in, and it doesn't look like any of those are gonna hit the Z. I think what IOLO is trying to do is they're trying to bait in that enemy destroyer to get into the minnow radar and then take it out using the minnow radar. I think that's what they're trying to do by doing this, but they're giving up so much map control to do it. And they haven't gotten A, and they realistically, and now Payne is contesting B, so they're no longer getting points in there. And Payne has C, and there's no way the Z is going to be able to really contest it safely here.
Yeah, Mino opens up on the Venezia, has to be careful.
Does get spotted for doing it. There is a battleship over to the left of that Venezia that we haven't seen yet from IOLO's perspective that can take a shot at this.
Oh, and he does.
IOLO.
And he just waxes him. Pretty big wax. I mean,
Yeah, now he's that guy gets spotted out. That was the first time that guy got spotted this entire game. Never knew he was there, and that's what you fear with this position with the minnow, and you have to expect a battleship there. This is comp. They are going to create crossfires of those battleships, and looking at one of them being at A5, one of them being up at J1, you have to imagine that there's going to be one out there when they have 3 battleships.
Kleber is radared at the moment.
Kleber is radared. But it looks like he's going to be able to get out of that pretty scot-free.
Yeah. Oh,
but yeah,
on fire.
This battleship and cruiser over at sea are just going to get just the Omega super crossfire onto that cruiser down at B. They are not helping out their boy at all over here. Like, if that cruiser at B goes down, they are going to lose radar coverage on A and B, because that radar there from that cruiser, he can cover both caps. And if they take him out, which is looking very likely at this point, they're going to lose that radar coverage on both caps.
So Daring appears to be in sonar, but doing his job contesting. But I mean, the points are still very even. Both teams have not lost a ship yet.
Yeah, and Loria is just basically in their spawn at this point, and IOLO has done nothing about it. Absolutely not a thing. Guy is super healthy, and a super healthy Loria on your side is one of the worst things that you can have in this situation.
Yeah, and we have Kleber being aggressive. That might be a permafire. No, it is not. Daring is not in a good spot. Our Loria.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to be in an aggressive spot to try to keep, to try to help out against this Daring, because this Daring, if he goes forward, gets hit by a defense. If he comes back, he gets hit by Kleber reload boost. So
Minnow does leave that spot. He is... I mean, I kind of... Okay, the way I'm looking at it is, if you kind of notice, they sent everyone kind of to A and B, which ILO kind of has. They forced all of Payne's to C, and now a majority of C's Payne team is on C, and now all of ILO's regrouping towards A and B. Potentially, I mean, there won't be the crossfires, but I don't know.
Well,
This
it's like
could
just
be.
Lorga and Montana are creating a
Yeah.
crossfire
This
pretty
could be.
hard, and
Yeah, they're just all. If you look at, I mean, this could be a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know, man, because they're all in one spot. No crossfires are being created here.
I mean, if this, in my opinion, if I were Barbas, I would be, yeah, I think this is exactly what he's doing right now. He's calling for his Z52 to try to give him a smoke, and then to
yeah, to
spotting
start
on that Moria.
harvesting.
Yep.
Is he gonna get the smoke? Because he needs to harvest. Yeah, and he does get the smoke. Get spotted though.
Yep, and there goes the
briefly.
Kleber. Kleber is going to, is barely in radar range, but probably going to get out of it.
I have a feeling like Mino might have some shells headed his way. He was briefly spotted. Maybe not.
Gets a decent hit into Rambo on that salvo. Another decent hit. But Rambo's got his engine boost going, and at that range, he's probably just gone at this point. The Daring, able to just stay on that island, just keep himself alive. And IOLO now has 3 destroyers here at B. And I believe the destroyer out on the flank over at A for IOLO, I think that's the Kaba.
Yeah, so...
Oh, the Preußen for Pain is not healthy at all.
No, he has been getting withered down. But it looks like it's the Kaba, and now the Mino is gonna pile on him.
Gets a decent hit from the cruiser over there.
Minotaur's smoke
Kleber gets
running
respotted.
out.
Yeah, it looks like that Preußen is almost certainly going to go down. There's so many DDs here. B, it's so hard for Rambo to even play for anything. Payne does still have the points lead, but that Preußen is likely to go down. But IOLO is getting kind of trapped here. They have their battleships that are going to try to back him up here, but
Oh,
if
big
Payne
hit
is
on
able to
the
push here,
big hit on the ILO DD that's been hugging that rock, the Daring.
oh yeah, I just saw that.
So he might possibly go down here. So down goes Preußen, but I mean,
And Preußen is a higher damage, or would be a higher points trade for a Darings, so because a DD is worth more than a battleship points wise, so that they have to secure that kill though.
Kleber, if this Minnow can get some miracle hits on Kleber, that'd be huge, but looks like Loria might take some Mino torps. This guy Mino has to watch out though. He is just, oh, looks like his torps ran out. Down goes Daring. Was only able to hold off that cap as long as he could.
So points are now, IOLO actually has more points now because of that, because of the points trade.
Yeah, they do have
That's
the
why he
points.
has more points in that situation. And now they are not contesting B, and defense is the only thing on B at the moment.
The issue I have here is the rest of Pain is coming from C, kind of just pinching them in.
3 minutes left to play. This is going to get real spicy real fast, this game.
Yeah, this is gonna be very, very close. I would really like to see maybe this Mino get another smoke or something. He is pushing towards
And watching Rambo.
B.
Rambo is getting really aggressive with the Des Moines over there. He's going to have a Des Moines support with him whenever he is going to take this fight, which I think is going to be momentarily on this DD in B.
Let me swap over to the bear. Yo, everyone hit the like button for this.
Oh, it's not a Des Moines with him. It's a Venezia. I thought it was Des Moines with him. Where'd Des Moines go?
I mean, that's even scarier, to be honest, the Venezia.
Yeah, but it means no radar, which is unfortunate, but...
Scary for the DDs. Mino gets spotted temporarily. Does get gaped a little bit.
The Priest and the Gdansk got spotted momentarily there as well. Barba's still taking shots. down to 24,000 HP. He's going to use another. He'll just get himself up a little bit higher.
This is where we need the... Oh, there's a DD spotting. Come on, Barbas. Get your shots on that Kleber. You have a really good opportunity here.
Yeah, Rambo is radared here. He's... There's
Venezia
Z52
does
there.
take a shot. It looks like Kleber may have overextended here, to be honest.
Kleber's probably going to go down here. He needs to try to get spotting on the Z and trade with him and have his Venezia get a lot of the damage into him.
If we can get the Kleber... Oh! Minnow just gets absolutely waxified by the Loria back there.
So Kleber does go down.
So does
enemy DD
Gdansk.
is wrapping behind the defense right now. He's trying to get torps into him.
Oh, Z goes down.
He goes down to Venezia.
Mino has 1,000 HP left.
And so goes down the Z as
Oh.
well. So they just lost both DDs there.
Mino,
Pain with the points advantage.
yeah, so down goes,
Down goes Minnow as well.
yeah, so huge trades there.
Angelica was so valuable.
We
we
do have torps on.
I believe that's
Oh, they're gonna
Kaba?
miss.
Is that the Kaba that's by there?
Yeah, that is Kaba.
It's
that
hit
is
by Venezia
very
for a
low.
little bit. That is Kaba. Wait,
Yeah.
is that a smoke Kaba?
Yeah, it does appear to have been a smoke Kaba, which does look like he's on a permafire, and he's gonna go down. And Pain is gonna take this. What a ending!
Wow.
What a crazy ending there. That it looked like it was gonna go.
They gave up C, and like we said, that Lori was just in a power position. He took this Minnow's life so hard because they had no one supporting him. There was just no support of any kind. They're just trying to play for that B cap with all their DDs and just threw them all away just one by one.
Big mistake there. Big mistake in my opinion. Just giving away that crossfire from IOLO. So great adjustment from Pain. I mean, that game was really close to the last second, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought the Kleber was gonna go down and they were maybe gonna win on points, but then yeah, I don't know the thought process behind the smoke Kaba there. Unless it was another smoke from somewhere else, but
Unless it was a smoke from something else, or if he was trying to smoke up something else, which well, I don't know why you wouldn't bring a gearing at that point if you're wanting to smoke something else up. I don't know. I don't get that, and I also don't get why you would run Angelica Minnow. He had little effectiveness all three of those games because it's not even something as a player. It's just that build is all that you're existing for one reason and one reason only, and that's to get your radars in a really aggressive position. And he didn't really use his rares to support his destroyers, so I question the thought process harshly there. So it is going to be Pain versus Crimson Dragons in the winners bracket. It is going to be IOLO versus SoA, and whoever loses of those two teams is going to be knocked out of the tournament.
yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how it goes next week. I will not be available Saturday, but I will hopefully be available Sunday.
Yeah, we thank you for co-hosting with me, man. Really appreciate it. I'm just gonna be posting the results here on a secondary screen. Thank you for co-hosting. I really appreciate it, GK Racer. Everyone,
Of course.
let me go ahead and link GK Racer. He's gonna start swapping over to YouTube. So I'm gonna link your channel. GK Racer. Oh no, that's not it. GK. Oh, I mean, you sent it. Oh, I found it.
But yeah, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, dude. Thank you for helping me cast this game.
Of course.
Came in clutch.
Take it easy. Have a
Later,
great one.
man. Take it easy, brother. So there you have it, guys. I'm just waiting for the official results to be posted to update this ending screen. Thank you for everyone that tuned in. If you guys could just hit the like button before you leave, that's all I ask. I would really appreciate it. Maybe hit the subscribe button. Take you guys like a second. I want to make it official and post the ending, but I mean, we all know the results, but let me just update it. I'm just gonna make my own. Oh, it looks like they're updating it now to make it official. Just waiting on the official results to make it official. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm gonna just update the ending screen with both team results. And I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Huge shout out to GK Racer. If you guys can check out his channel, he has some really good editing skills. Very good, just like old school, just meme compilations. Really cool channel. He's gonna start streaming more on YouTube rather than Twitch. So if you guys want to check him out, he only has 55 subs. So there it is official. Pain 2, IOLO 1. So keep in mind, these teams that you saw play today, all 4 of these teams are not out of the cup. Basically, the losers are gonna play the losers bracket, and the winners are gonna play the winners bracket. So at source, upload. there we go. It is now official. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for me. I was going to stream some ships, but I am gonna go visit my uncle. He's in the hospital. He has like pneumonia or something going on, so I'm gonna go visit him. Hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. Huge shout out to all the teams, Fleet Network, Wargaming, CRD, SoA, Pain, IOLO. Good games from all of you guys. Everybody who tuned into the stream, I appreciate it. And you guys all stay safe. Thank you and peace.